Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And this is a paid request from John, the Zero Cool. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. So thank you for that. And John asked me, what would my Mount Rushmore of sci-fi films be, and why? I had to think about that because I could easily sit here and say, well, my four favorite films that involve sci-fi includes films like the Blob remake and Predator 2, and just my personal favorites because of a variety of reasons in terms of some of the characters involved and the action and just how much fun and entertainment I get out of them. Leviathan, childhood favorite of mine. But I wanted to do a bit differently with this, because instead of just saying my four favorites, but I think of like Mount Rushmore. Why was Mount Rushmore made? Why was it created? It wasn't just the ones that were the most popular, but the ones that, I think as it was put, represent the nation's birth, their growth, their development, preservation. And out of those films, which ones I would pick. So I could see people picking the original Star Wars, of course, or Blade Runner, or other films. So with those credentials, the four I will pick: Aliens, I have to put that as my favorite film of all time, and I think the significance of showcasing sequels can work just as well, or in my opinion even better than the original, although I love the original Alien. The combination of action, characters, technical achievements with the Alien Queen, a strong semblance of female character, female representation, without bullshit, well, men are evil and all this other horseshit that's going on nowadays. You want to talk about characters who are great regardless of gender or sex? Ellen Ripley's that. I think that's even more showcased in Aliens. And with a phenomenal cast, director at that time, all the elements combined to make a worthy size, to be the best sequel of all time. An accomplishment in terms of action films, sci-fi action filmmaking, exhilarating rush of a film. Aliens is there, and then some. So I have to put it there. The second film I'm putting is John Carpenter's The Thing, to show how remakes can, or reboots, how you want to put it, remake adaptations can work very well. And the elements of suspense, horror, monster movie. It is a monumental achievement in terms of special effects, makeup effects that still can't compare. You can't beat that compared to today's standards. And just top-notch filmmaking in terms of, again, showcasing the paranoia, showcasing who do you trust, who do you not trust, the cold despair of environment, the icy locations, this bit of claustrophobia involved. It's a monumental achievement in terms of not just makeup effects, but of suspenseful filmmaking from one of the best, John Carpenter. I think most people see that now as a classic. It's one of those closely perfect sci-fi films out there. It works on all cylinders, and it's a great movie. So I gotta put John Carpenter's The Thing. The third film I'm gonna put on there is 2001: A Space Odyssey, because I do quite like the film, but just how influential it was with the achievements Stanley Kubrick made. And I think he's one of the best directors that's ever been. And what he's able to put out there in terms of the artistic route but also showing the tranquility of space, the coldness of the HAL 9000, and how unflinching it could be with the dangers of outer space travel. It shows a sense of wonder, a sense of mystery. It's a beautiful looking film. It's wonderfully directed with the usage of music and camera work. And it's a sci-fi wonder that makes you feel, makes you think in terms of just being taking on this journey, on this ride of what they were able to accomplish for a film that was made still, was it 1969 or so it came out? And with the sound design and the effects work and the model work, and again, just that sense of wonder that sci-fi can bring to someone's attention span. Wondering what's out there, wondering what's going to happen next, wondering the mysteries of the galaxy or the universe. I think 2001 A Space Odyssey really truly does accomplish that. Not just the odyssey of him going through his journey at the end of the film, but even before then with just the history of man, and it's just such a achievement in sci-fi. I had to put that on the list there. I had to. And it was tough to give a fourth film, but I'm going to put The Matrix. I'm going to put The Matrix with what it was able to accomplish, what from then on, so many movies that just influenced it and just copied it, ripped it off, cyberpunk elements. And people are like, well, shouldn't Star Wars be on there because it's more influential? Yeah, but I like Star Wars, but I like The Matrix more. Because I like Star Wars, but I like 2001 more. I like these four films more than Star Wars. So, but The Matrix just was a game changer. Like, people don't realize, if you weren't around back then, how mind-blowing it was to see bullet time and to see these ideas and this imagery put it onto film. And I was just a mind blower of an experience seeing it in the theater, which I did see in the theater, to a point that that's why I saw the sequels, the second and third one, which I enjoyed those. The fourth one sucks. And the way with how action and wire work, choreography, and expansive ideas of sci-fi put into this thrill-minute action extravaganza. The merging of the two is still considered one of the better sci-fi films in the past. However how long it's been since The Matrix. 26 years. So the past 30 years is still up there as one of the greats. And really changed things up on what filmmaking can do and what it can represent on screen. Where again, you saw a lot of people ripping it off, either purposely ripping it off or not knowing it. And how many action films decide to do that kind of filmmaking, that type of choreography, all that other jazz. And it's just a great sci-fi action film unto itself. So Aliens, The Thing, 2001, and The Matrix is what I would put on my Mount Rushmore. Again, I didn't just want to go with my four favorites, because if I just put my four favorites, it'd be Aliens, it'd be Predator 2, it would be, I think, I Come in Peace, and Leviathan. So if it's my favorites, then those are four would be. And I've talked about those films so many times, people already know why I enjoy those films, I should say. But yeah, Aliens, Aliens, The Thing, 2001, and The Matrix. Four popular films, but you have the end of the 60s going to the 70s, you got the beginning of the 80s, you got Aliens near the end of the 80s, and then you got The Matrix end of the 90s. So different time periods, different leaps in science fiction, in my opinion, and filmmaking. I did either the more pontificating sci-fi like 2001, the more horror monster movie, dread, entranced paranoia of the thing, to the more war action movie of Aliens, to the cyberpunk era of The Matrix. All different on their own and all worthy classics, in my opinion. So, again, I like I said, I didn't just want to pick my 4 favorites. That would have been easier. I just wanted it to be a little bit different, and this is what you get. So take that for what you will. But thanks, John. Thank you for it. Really do appreciate your kindness. Hope you're doing well with the move and everything. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.